right. Yeah, we are live and in living color. All right. Pin this up here. I don't really know how to get rid of this. Okay. Hey, everybody. Before I get started, we do have a short list here. I just want to wish, as I move this thing around, wish everyone a very happy new year who celebrates the new year on this calendar, because I know there are so many different calendars. So happy new year to everybody. Happy Kwanzaa to everyone who celebrates. I know that's coming to an end here on New Year's Day, on January 1st. And happy holidays, all of the holidays to everybody. You know, I said this during the last live. Happy Hanukkah, happy Bodhi Day, happy Yule Day, all the things. Merry Christmas, all the things. But please be safe no matter what you're doing. If you're celebrating any of the holidays, the New Year or not, be safe out there in these streets, because people will people every time and on purpose. So I'll get started here. Let me pull up my list. Put you here. There we go. And I'll put you here. Here we are. Hey, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. We are about to get started. If you would like to participate, the details are in the description box below. All right. So, client one, we're starting with client one, and let me get the timestamp in. All right, client one. Yeah, y'all, these are going to be timestamped. So just so you know, that way you can refer back to your reading anytime. All right. Hi, client one. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for participating. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. So you just had one simple question, client one. And your question is, what does my spirit team want me to focus on for 2026? I love that question. Let's see. All right. Spirit, what does client one's spirit team want to focus on for 2026? Very good question. What does client one's spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? Yeah, what does client one's spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? All right. What does client one's spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? Ooh, that one. What does client one's spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? What does client one's spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? What does client one's spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? here we go. Ooh, first one. They showing up already. Client one, we got the Six of Roots, or the Six of Cups. Six of Roots, not the Six of Roots in this deck. I am sorry. I keep like mixing it up. The Six of Roots in this deck is actually the Six of Coins. We got harmony. Now I'm thinking about the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Now, harmony in this deck, client one, is Temperance. So you have two major arcana out here already. So they do want whatever they want you to change, what they want you to focus on is going to be a major shift in your life. At the bottom of the deck here, we have Soul. This is a major arcana in this deck. And it's specific to this deck. And what I'm getting is that your spirit team want you to focus a lot more on your relationship with them, building that. Because I don't know if you can see this, client one, there is like a translucent figure of her, the singer, right there in the corner, like, given that spirit. And it's about this connection between you and your spirit team. And going to the spread here again, we got the Six of Roots and harmony, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. The thing about the Six of Roots card here is that it's at somebody's home. It's at your grandma's home. It's at your mama, your meemaw, whoever this is to you. This is a focus on, the home, the self, and bringing back that self-love. And it seems like that's what they want to do with you. They want to, you see this broom? This broom right here. They want to clean out the mess, the riffraff. They want to help you clean that out, to bring balance and to make a huge shift in what you're experiencing right now. Because right now I feel like there's a lot of lightning that is being pointed out to me. So I see that you've been through a lot of storms, like a lot of people here in 2025. It has been a hell of a year. It's been a hell of a year for a lot of people. And it seems like, I'm not going to get too deep into your business, client one, but it's been a mess, and they want to help clean up this mess. That's what your spirit team wants you to focus on. Developing and building that love in yourself as you build and develop that love with them. But first, that means with this broom, client one, we got to get rid of that shit that doesn't serve you anymore, whether it's people, places, things, or behaviors. So this, client one, is not going to be a very easy road, but it's going to be one that will like increase the love between you, your spirit team, between you and yourself. Not only that, but you're going to receive a lot of gifts. Some of these gifts are going to be spiritual. Other things will be like in the physical realm. I'm really focused on this lady's biscuits. Hey, MG, I'm really focused on this lady's biscuits right here. Um, there is like this matriarch who wants to give you the world. She is showing up like if she had, I don't know if you're from the South or if you just had a matriarch in your family who just love to give you things, just shower you with a smile and just good food, whether she cooked it or not. That's the energy that I get, but she's very embracing. She loves deeply. She chastises too, but she loves even deeper. But this is about cleaning out your home, which also means cleaning out your vessel. Yeah, let's get some more insight on this. Because they're about to shift some things for you. You asking and they telling you right now. What does this mean for client one? The new focus, the shift in focus. What does this mean for client one? Okay. They said that we are going to clarify with this deck, but they want me to pull another deck here. So we have the 6 of Jazz or the 6 of Wands. We have the 8 of Jazz or the 8 of Wands. Okay. And we have the Queen of Axes. Queen of Axes or the Queen of Swords here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Roots. The Knight of Roots is the Knight of Coins. You're in a space right now where you are learning. Like you have done, what I'm seeing is that because you're not at the page, you're not at page any longer. You're actually stepping up into night. So you have done a lot of cleaning in your house and in your vessel, client one. So you're at night level. Good job. Good job. You've really been honing in and focusing on what you need to do to elevate and to evolve. And they are acknowledging that. They're acknowledging that with the 6 of Wands. Because they're happy. They're like, okay, you have gone on and focused and it's like, yeah, I want to get this together. I'm ready. I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to elevate and do what I need to do. I want to jump the timelines. And they're like, we see you and it's about to go down. But what we need you to do is think more logically as well. People have a tendency, client one, to pull at your heartstrings. And they want you to also, even though you love passionately and love hard, they want you to step into your Queen of Swords energy and really think head over heart. Because people will take advantage of you, especially now that you are elevating. And you're elevating pretty fast with the 8 of Wands here. People are going to try to, siphon your money, siphon your energy, anything they can get off of you. Which one? Okay. This one? All right. Hey, Susan. To participate, Susan, you have to check the description box. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. All right, what else for client one? What else for client one? I don't know why I put that book away, because it's not like I know these cards by heart. What else does client one spirit team and client one spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? I do not know these cards by heart. I'm over here playing games. Ain't that something? Playing games. What else does client one spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? What does client one spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? What does client one spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? What does client one spirit team want them to focus on for 2026? Ooh, all right. Let's see. Let me pull out this book. You ended up getting Black Moon Lilith in Taurus, client one. And what it says, client one, is you are worthy. Yeah. The number 2 may have some significance in your life. I know it does in mine, but this ain't about me, client one. Let's see what the Black Moon Lilith in Taurus says. Number 4. All right. Okay. So I'll hold it up as I read it to you, client one. So Black Moon Lilith in Taurus, you are worthy. Perhaps you are frustrated over not being paid enough for your work, or you have negative self-talk about your body because of external opinions. You may also feel tension around your worth and value in relationships. Now it's time to heal. When Black Moon Lilith in Taurus Oracle card shows up, the universe wants you to alchemize the shadow holding you back from true abundance. I know that's right. The universe, your spirit team, client one, wants to alchemize the shadow holding you back from true abundance. Taurus exudes love, beauty, romance, relationships, money. The natural world values food, luxury, and abundance. When Black Moon Lilith is here, it can cast a shadow. Power struggles in these areas can come up in the life of someone with this in their natal chart. Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France before the French Revolution, had Black Moon Lilith in Taurus in her 11th house of society. Her luxurious lifestyle was demonized by French collective. Her apathy towards those suffering led to her downfall and execution with the rest of the monarchy. You can turn this dark feminine energy into empowering light. When you feel unlovable, incorporate positive affirmations. This will raise your frequency to attract the respectful treatment you deserve. When you feel unlovable, incorporate positive affirmations. This will raise your frequency to attract the respectful treatment you deserve. And then it goes into advising of shadow work. Mirror work is extremely powerful for your healing self-worth and for empowerment. In the morning, look in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself for as long as you need. Talk to your shadow and integrate it. Abundance is coming. Believe in your value in order to receive it, client one. Abundance is coming. Believe in your value in order to receive it. I know that's right. I always say, know your worth, then add tariffs. Not tax, but the tariffs. That's all I got to say about that. But anything else for client one? That's it. I hope that helps, client one. They said that's it, that's all. Well, you said all you know, client one. It's time to go. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. Focus on yourself. Know your worth. They are going to help clean up some things going on in your life. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for those things to come. All right, client one. Thank you. All right. Mirror work is powerful. It is powerful, MG. I'm trying to tell you. I didn't realize, and wow, when I started my work, my spiritual work, how much I wasn't really looking at myself in the mirror. You know, when you look in the mirror to do makeup and things like that, like no, when you're actually facing yourself, like Michael Jackson, you know, you do some Michael Jackson work. That's some old different type. That's some different type shit. It really is. That's different for that get to the root. Get to the root. All right. We're going on to client two. If you're new to the chat, the list is open. If you'd like to participate in the live personal readings, you can check the description box. It really is self-reflection. That's some serious healing. Serious healing. All right. We're moving on to client two. Client two, let me get your timestamp going on. All right. Client two, here we go. Client two says, I want to manifest financial abundance intentionally and effectively, but I'm not sure how to go about it or where to start. Can I get spiritual guidance on where to start? Let's see. Absolutely. Okay. We're going to go to the oracle first. Client two, very good question, especially coming into the new year. Let me see. All right. We're going to pull out our money manifestation deck. There we go. Okay, client two. Let's see. Let's see here. Where? How do I want to ask this? Okay. What is the focus for client two? Where should client two start to focus, to manifest, intentionally manifest financial abundance effectively? Where can client two start to manifest financial abundance intentionally? Where can client two start their focus for financial abundance? Manifestation intentionally. Okay. All right, let's see. Where can client 2 start their focus? Okay, let's see. What just came out here? Oh. Client 2, the first card says competition. What else for client 2? Regarding manifesting financial abundance intentionally and effectively. Where should their focus be? We got passive income. One more for client 2. One more for client 2. Where their focus should be regarding manifesting financial abundance. All right. Ooh, for real. Believe. All right. So the first card, client 2, competition. It says, remember that there is no competition if you are truly original. You are your only competition. We get caught up so much, whether you own your own business, client 2, or you work a 9 to 5 with what everybody else is doing. And we need to stay in our own lane. Second one, passive income. The best money is made while you sleep. I know that's right. Holla back, MG. MG can talk about that. Straight up businesswoman over here. And believing, client 2. When you wholeheartedly embrace the attainability of your dreams, you will find the courage to exceed the ordinary. Wow. I hear trust. Don't just believe, you also have to trust. And it seems like client 2, I know you didn't talk about having a business or being an entrepreneur in your email. However, I feel like if you haven't already started with an idea that you have, now is the time to do it. And it seems like there may be some fear around competition, which is why this card came out. Also, at the bottom of the deck, it says walk away. What you're doing now isn't working for you, but are you willing to walk away to make room for something better? Yeah. I love this. So that's what I'm getting. These are 2 keys. You got 2 keys and to unlock this lock. And it seems like if client 2, you currently have a 9 to 5 like most of us do, but you have this idea or you have this service that you want to show and give to people, but you are being held back by your own fear of competition. Just remember, nobody can do it like you but you. People may copy you, but there is only one you. And it feels like your team, the universe, God, the ancestors, whoever it is that you lean into, client 2 is telling you that you not only need to trust yourself and believe in yourself, but also trust and believe in them, that you are being guided to make money in your sleep. So if you haven't already stepped out on this idea, on this service that you are, it's time to take that step. It's time to take that step, because one day where they want you to be is walking away from that 9 to 5. Yeah. Congratulations if you haven't done it yet. If you haven't done it yet, congratulations. Yeah, let's get some more insight on this though. Can we have more insight on where client 2 should place their focus to manifest financial abundance intentionally and effectively? Where can client 2 place their focus to manifest intentionally and effectively? Get some more guidance on that, please. Okay. This looks good though. Client 2, I hope that you take that step and trust in yourself and your team, because it look like this idea, making money in your sleep, that's the best kind of money. I want to be where you are, client 2, making money in my sleep on purpose. Making money while I rest on vacation. More guidance for client 2 regarding manifesting financial abundance intentionally and effectively. Where do they start? Okay. We have the 7 of Axes. That is also the 7 of Swords. We have Rhythm, which is a major arcana specific to this deck. That's interesting. And we have the Ace of Roots. Ace of Coins here. And it's about just money. The Ace of Coins showed up, client 2. That's good. That's great. As a matter of fact, the Knight of Axes at the bottom of the deck. This requires you to do some work. You want to do some real work. Like, yep, that part. Wake up the money. Do a little jig, because you already know. But yeah, this is requiring you to do some action, like, because the Knight of Axes is somebody who moves. The time for thinking is over. The time for thinking is over. In order to start building that passive income. And why I said it was interesting before is because if you look at the 7 of Swords or the 7 of Axes here, this guy's carrying some records, right? And he's sneaking away. He stole them. That's all I'm saying. He stole them once. Hey. And then what came out behind that is Rhythm. Now, I don't know, client 2, if your idea has anything to do with music. If you are a DJ, you got like a blog, a channel, or I don't know. But whatever it is you do, especially if you're doing on social media, no, you're not going to be the only one doing it, but you will be the only one doing it how you do it. Because Rhythm is a card that it reminds me of a heartbeat, reminds me of a fingerprint, it reminds me of ears. None of them are really alike. You know what I mean? Your heartbeat is specific to you. Your fingerprint is specific to you. And just like these fireflies, there's a lot of them. But You only have to be you to stand out. And with this seven of swords here, first of all, your team, the universe, is saying that you need to stop telling people what you're going to do. You share a little too much information about your dreams. You share a little too much information about, where you want to be in 5 years and all that. It's just people know too many things. Too many people know too many things about how you want to move in the next 3 to 5 years. And with this seven of swords here, you have to shut that down. You need to keep whatever you got going on in your mind, between you, your mind, and your spirit team or the universe. If you have to talk to somebody, talk to a lawyer, talk to an accountant, your bail team. You know what a bail team is? BAIL. And even with that, they only need to know what they need to know. So bail, B as in banker, A as in accountant. I can't remember what I is. Insurance. That's what it is. Insurance. And L, I forget what L is. But this is about business, right? So each one of those people, these professionals on your team, they only need to know what applies to them. They don't need to know everything about what you're doing in your life and in your business, unless it applies to that specific part of how they need to work in your business. And that applies to your personal life too. Your mama, couldn't Pete and them, they don't need to know everything you need to do, even if they're going to be working for you or working with you, client two. Because not everybody who is around you and surrounded by you wants you to do well. They don't all want you to succeed. So now that I said that, because Spirit wanted me to say that, this spread means that you have to put your ideas into action. It's time to make those moves. So if you haven't even started your business and started to, you know, create whatever you want it to be, whether it's an S Corp, LLC, I don't know, you need to start doing the research. Which business type fits you and what you want to do. Yeah. Let me clarify, get some clarification here on this seven axis. Can we clarify seven axis, please? Oh, let me move this out the way. Let me clarify the seven of axis for client two. Clarify rhythm. Yeah, this is, I do have a feeling that, like a strong feeling that it has something to do with music, and I love the music. I love music. Music is great. But this Ace of Coins, though, listen, I don't know if it's how you mix. I don't know if you make certain beats. You know what? That's probably what, the way you do it. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. The way you do it, the way you make beats sound. Because I'm really getting this music thing, like it's coming in strong. The way you make the sound, it's not like anybody else. It's specific to you. So one thing that you may want to do is start looking in on legal ways with copyright and trademark, how that works, especially in the music industry. Like what needs to be done. I know that takes some time, but you want to be able to own your work, like for real, and make sure that you are. And it's funny because I was having this conversation with my friend earlier about, putting content on social media and how, when we do that, we don't really own it. So being careful about it, because of course people want to sample those things, especially if it's hot. Can we clarify? 7 of access. Now, just be mindful. I am not a lawyer, so I do advise that you get that lawyer that's a part of your bail team. That's what the L is in bail. So banker, accountant, insurance, lawyer, bail. But to clarify, the 7 of swords, they doubling down on shut your mouth. Stop telling people, your friends and your family, everything that you want to do. Stop letting them hear everything. Don't give them no samples. Stop giving them samples and stuff. Stop letting them hear the stuff. Can we clarify rhythm with the 9 of wands and ace of roots? Ooh, some more money. Some more money, client 2, more money. We got the Knight of Pentacles coming out here. So basically, client 2, in order for you to start on this, to manifest not just more money intentionally while you build this dream, because I do feel like this is this dream for you, but while you build your dream and you are still working your 9 to 5, hush your face. Shut your face about your dreams to your family, your friends, because they don't all support you. This came up twice. We have the 7 of swords and the moon, clarifying the 7 of swords. Shut your face. When they ask you, what's going on with that? Yeah, it's going all right. Don't stop letting them get samples. Stop letting them hear whatever you got going on. Everybody isn't for you, client 2. And I feel like you know it. I feel like you know it here with this 9 of wands. Because some of them have even discouraged you. That's why you all beat up. Like that's not a dream. How you gonna make money doing that? Da da da. That's why you keep your business to yourself, client 2. You talk about your dreams and your aspirations between you and the universe, you and your spirit team, because people will put their evil eye intentionally and unintentionally on you with their fears, with their doubts. But they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to, your spirit team doesn't want you to internalize that, what everybody has to say, because this is going to be a long road of building security for you. But you have to be devoted to it. Like this money, we clarifying the ace of roots, the ace of coins here with the knight of coins. So this is going to be, regardless of if you're doing this with your business that you're going to have, because I'm speaking that in there for you because they're telling me to, but also with your 9 to 5, this is about slow, steady, intentional building. And it first starts with shutting your face, keeping your lips closed about your dreams. Stop telling people what you want to do and how you want to do it. If they want to hear something, they can go listen to a podcast. They can go listen to Spotify. They can do whatever they want to, but you need to stop giving out free samples. Yeah. So, bottom of the deck is the Empress. And I don't know if you are masculine or feminine, But we're talking about full creative energy. We're talking about abundance. Your question was about manifesting financial abundance. You can have it all, but you have got to start with shut the fuck up. Stop letting everybody in on the things that's going on up here, because it's meant to stay up here and between you and the universe, between you and your spirit team. Behind the Empress, listen, we got the Queen of Coins. You were meant to build. You are meant to thrive and be secure, client 2. Oh my gosh. But 1, you have to get started. And 2, when you do get started, you need to be quiet. You know, if you don't know the saying about real G's and moving in silence like night, like lasagna, get to know it, because that's going to be your life. Is that it for client 2? They said that's it for you. That's it for you, client 2. I'm trying to tell you, client 2. You about to do some big things. Look, chat back with us here and let us know, client 2, how things are going. But when you said all you know, it's time to go, client 2. Thank you so much for booking with me. Until next time, we're going to move on to client 3. Let me get this stuff out the way, y'all, as I reset up here for client 3, who has 2 yes or no questions. And this is our last client. If you are new to the chat, y'all, the list is still open, probably for the next few minutes or so. I'm on my last client here. And when we are done with this client, we out. On purpose. All right. So let me put your timestamp in here, client 3. My bad. I apologize. All right. So for client 3, getting your timestamp ready. All right. Hey, client 3. Hey, how are you? I hope you are well. Thank you for booking with me. You have 2 yes or no questions. So we'll go ahead and get started. I ain't going to keep you here forever, client 3. First question is he committed to only me? Okay. Is he committed to only client 3? Is he committed to only client 3? Is he committed to only client 3? Okay. Is he committed to only client 3? Is he committed to only client 3? Is he committed to only client 3? All right. Is he committed to only client 3? Client 3, just so you know, I pulled 3 cards to get the answer. Is he committed to only client 3? If you're new to the chat, go ahead and hit that like. Is he committed to only client 3? All right. The first card, client 3, is a maybe. Your second card, is a maybe. And your last card, client 3, is a yes. So right now we have a maybe out on the table with 2 maybes and 1 yes. Client 3, it seems like he has he's really taking a step back and having other thoughts about shifting his priorities, it's almost like you aren't on the same page any longer. I don't know if you two are even in the same book here with the three of wands here at the bottom of the deck. Because with the King of Cups here, he cares about you, but there's something else going on, but you only got a yes or no. So short answer is maybe, and things are shifting. Let's go to your next one. All right. Should you look for a new job? If you wanted more insight on that, client 3, you can always email me about getting a personal reading, or getting a full question here. Getting a full question. Should client 3 look for a new job? 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 Okay. Should client 3 look for a new job? Should client 3 look for a new job? Should client 3 look for a new job? All right. First one, client 3, is a maybe. Second one is a yes. And your third card is a yes. So client 3, it seems like when it comes to this looking for a new job, you should look for a new job. 2 yeses and a maybe. It looks like there isn't any forward movement or upward movement in the job that you're in now with the 2 of Swords here. And you should be applying for different jobs right now. Make sure that the culture aligns with what you want, as well as the benefits. But as soon as you start applying, you should be hearing from folks real soon with this 8 of Wands here. But when I talk about the culture and benefits, you want everything to align with the things that you need, because you will have multiple responses, multiple interviews. So yes, absolutely yes. I hope that helps, client 3. Thank you for booking me. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, client 3. All right, let me check to see if I received any more emails here. Let me see, because if not, we out. Nope, no new email. So that is it for us. Thank you, MG, for being as awesome as you are, because it's what you do. All that Sag energy and stuff like that. It just beams from you. Thank you so much for coming through. And just so y'all know, if you want to participate in the next live, there is a process. You can get yourself added to the list, claim your spot early by emailing me your screenshot of your completed donation, as well as your questions to get added to the list. And so you don't have to wait. That's all I got to say about that. And when you said all it's time to go. Have a happy new year, everybody. Be safe. I wish y'all love, light, and a very prosperous and abundant new year. Bye.